Hello, I'm gonna be going over chapter two of reading pop culture. This is vlog 11. The first essay is called "An Argument for Being a Poser." One of the fundamental questions the author brings is, "Who are you?" And basically, the author revolves the essay around that question. This essay has to do a lot about your identity and who you are. Um, the author talks about how a lot of people in today's society kind of shape themselves in a way so they could fit into society or to a specific group. They're not really true to themselves. I know personally in high school, and a lot of my friends actually, I know that they would do certain things that are not true to themselves just so they could fit in and seem like the cool kid. They want to, they just want to fit in. And and I believe society has to do a lot with that. I mean, society plays a lot, makes people change who they are. They have to change, even though society tells people not to change who they are and to be themselves. So it's kind of ironic. In a way, everyone is role playing because they are being or acting like someone who they are not, and acting or not trying to fit in can also be a negative in today's society. If you're the outlier, um, a lot of people are getting canceled, they're getting banned, they're getting, harassed because they're not part of the mob. They're not following what everyone else in society is doing. And that's also very negative and should be stopped completely. I mean, the fact that you're not following a certain trend should not make you be less than them, and that has to be fixed quickly, or else matters could get a lot worse. The second essay I'm going to be going over is "The N-word is flourishing among Generation Hip Hop Latinos. Why should we care now?" Um, if you listen to any hip hop, you will in one of those songs you will probably listen to there will probably be an N-word in at least one of those songs, and basically the author talks about how Um, this word is surging, especially in hip hop Latino artists. This is something that's been going on for a while, but the author seems to be kind of surprised about that. Uh, and I believe that people should not be surprised about the word being used so much. I mean, this word has been used for decades in the hip hop community. Um, and this word is it's kind of diverse because you talk to a lot of African Americans and they kind of feel like they took possession of the word and it's theirs and it's kind of like a positive thing for them. But you talk to some other African Americans and they will say it's still negative. It was created by the white man and it should not be used at all. And I believe in the first option that I said, the first side of the African Americans that they kind of took possession of it, and especially in the hip hop community, uh, they really took possession of that, and they feel like it's their word, and they're free to say it whenever they want. And I mean, I really don't have much to say. I'm not an African American, but the fact that they're using it so frequently and so much, it should, it does say that to me, it seems like they took possession and it's kind of like a positive thing for them. The next essay I'm going to be going over is the end of white America. In this essay, uh, they talk about the famous book, The Great Gatsby. There was not much, basically, the author talks about how there wasn't much social mobility at that time. And it talks about how there's no more of a set race in big cities, like in Hawaii or New York City. It's a lot more diverse nowadays. And the author also talks about how the white race is decreasing by the years. The author says that as soon the white majority will become the minority, with the other races increasing. Mathematically speaking, I think the author is correct. I mean, the more white people have babies with non-white people or non-white partners, um, there's going to be less white people. But to say that there's going to be the end of white America, I think that's a bit of exaggeration. Um, the next essay is the sport taboo. Um, in this essay, the author talks about how there's a lot of stereotypes in sports. For example, a stereotype is white people cannot win a race. That comes from the fact that a lot of winners in races are African American. So, but the fact that, to say that only African Americans can win a race is just not true. Uh, it all depends on practice and how determined you are. This is just comparing both a minority and a majority of a race with the sports. Um, the final essay is impression management in a network setting. And impressions are not fully about the person or things you're seeing. It has to do with you or the person you're seeing. You're seeing it also. It's a combination of two different things. A couple of those things are norms, culture, and context. Impression management has to do with the context of whatever it is, and that's basically what the author stated. And that is the essays for chapter two. Thank you.